Hi everyone, happy Webtoon Wednesday. Today I'm going to be talking about I Failed to Abandon the Villain. This is a historical fantasy, slice of life, romance, drama. There is fighting and murder in here as well. So it's not overly gruesome, but there is like dead bodies and blood, but you don't see like intestines or someone's heart or anything like that. You don't see anything like really gruesome. Okay. There's also child abuse. There's also somebody being held against their will and being abused and tortured. So far, though, there is no sex or kissing or anything like that. Our main female lead is Valletta. From a young age, her father has been very cruel, forcing her to perform alchemy, and if she ever misbehaves or doesn't listen, he locks her away, beats her, and starves her. When she was still a child, her father brings home an injured young boy with white hair, telling her that it's her new pet. His name is Reinhardt. Thing is, Valletta is not from this world originally, but from ours. And now she lives in the novel that she read before, so she remembers what happens, for the most part at least. And she knows that this white haired boy is actually the villain. For years, she does everything she can to change what is supposed to happen in the book. Her ever controlling father makes Valletta become engaged to the prince. Even when Valletta is standoffish, the prince seems genuinely infatuated with her. But he's not the only one who has his eyes on Valletta. No matter how much Valletta tries to change what's supposed to happen, Reinhardt still goes on a murder spree. But unlike in the book, Valletta actually lives. She's able to save a young boy who is a mage and possibly the male lead. She gains some friends and allies, but being free from her father doesn't mean she doesn't have issues and enemies still. Lies and deceit are running rampant, and rumors spread fast in high society. Now Reinhardt is the master of the Mage Tower and has allies of his own. Is he running around the kingdom killing innocent people, or is more going on behind the scene? Why does he keep bothering Valletta asking to be held and comforted? And why is Valletta starting to see him differently now that they are living apart? I do like this webtoon. I like how originally it's really dark and both characters, male and female, like Valletta, I can understand why she is the way she is, like why her character is the way it is. Like a lot of people, I shouldn't say that. There are people, it is, I don't want to say human nature, but it's like a coping mechanism where people will shut off certain emotions or like certain feelings so they don't get hurt. So because Valletta has read the story and she knows what's going to happen, she kind of disassociates herself, and that's why she doesn't let herself have relationships with people, and why she doesn't call people by their names is because she knows those people are going to die, and if you call them by their name, you're going to get attached to them. And she doesn't want to get attached to people because she doesn't want to feel that pain when they die. I understand why she doesn't have any kind of feeling for her father, and she doesn't feel remorse for her father when he dies, because he was an a-hole and he was really mean and abusive to her. So like I get that. I also understand though why, from like the prince's perspective, he doesn't understand why Valletta has that kind of personality and why she doesn't care more that her father has been murdered. And you do get to see over time how Valletta and Reinhardt, like there's some parts of their personality is very similar. There are parts that are not similar, but there are certain parts that are. And it's interesting to see how now that Valletta is out of the house and that she survived the massacre, how she's very slowly, like she can recognize the changes in herself mentally and emotionally, even though, I'm like 60 chapters in, and it's not like she just like opened her heart and she's just like a crying person weeping all over the place. No. Sorry, my throat's a little rough. Valletta is a very strong female lead. So even though she's had all this terrible, like these terrible things happen to her, she has a plan and she continuously tries to build upon her plan. So even though her dad died, she gets kidnapped, she's able to escape, she's able to, like, you know, have this little boy that she keeps and has rescued, and she's trying to build a life kind of for her and for the little boy as well. So she's not attached to the little boy, mind you, but she at least wants to get him off on the right foot and make sure he's taken care of, that he's going to have food and a roof over his head. And she's planning for her to, you know, open up her own potion shop. Like, she's trying to plan her future out, and she knows that the king is trying to get her into the castle so he has her under his thumb and can control her. So Valletta is trying to do all these different things to make sure that she can have like a life of her own and be like actually happy. That's all she wants, is she wants to be left alone, she wants to be happy, and she wants to, you know, live a good normal life. That's all she wants, is to be normal, healthy, and happy. So Valletta is trying her best. And I do like that the further on you go, like originally Reinhardt, like I'm telling you, he's like a real, he's really scary. Like, that's the impression you're supposed to get, is that he's really scary and really ruthless and just kind of like a non-feeling killing machine. But the further you go on in the webtoon, the less you'll see him as such. You will see him as someone who has more feelings than that, who thinks more than that. I do think he is trying to help the kingdom more than what is being led on to believe. You don't see everything. Right now, I do think that a lot more exciting things are going to happen. And there's a lot of exciting stuff that's already happened already. But I am very interested to see where the story is going to go, how their relationship is going to progress, if there's maybe going to be another love interest that comes into play. It's kind of hard to tell, honestly. There could be like 2 other love interests aside from the prince and Reinhardt that could be interested in her. But well, I guess we just gotta wait and see. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone.